Hey folks, welcome to episode 45 of the Mile 20 podcast where epic shit happens. My name is Laura and I am here with my bestie.
I'm Lori.
And we're sitting real close together because we were having some mic issues.
We're doing some mic sharing this evening.
Yes, we're sharing a mic and we're like shoulder to shoulder right now. So it's
Very cozy in the hot
Cozy.
box.
Let's hope it doesn't get any warmer in here. And now I'm pulling up my sleeves. Today we are going to cover a race that we just ran on Saturday, this past weekend, and it was the Rehoboth Marathon.
Yes.
Rehoboth Seashore Marathon, to be
Yes.
exact, correct? And this is a race that we actually ran 10 years ago. And we'll give a little bit of a kind of a comparison, between the race that we covered actually a bunch of episodes ago. Maybe it
Yeah.
was maybe
Like
one of-
episode 5
yeah,
or
it was
6.
one of our really early ones.
Yeah.
And we'll go and give a little bit of a recap of this. But first,
We are really close talking.
we are really if you kiss me on the forehead, I'm gonna
Oh man,
Yes,
I
we are.
swear to God, I'm drinking water tonight for my my
Yeah,
my mouth bloody bed.
I grabbed a glass of wine because I put in about 4+ hours of time in my car today driving to and from Philly for a work meeting. So
Yeah, that'll do
it's
it.
like, you know what? I came home and I was like, I'm gonna have a glass of wine.
The Schuylkill Expressway would break anybody.
It broke my soul. And it was raining out on top of that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
even bonus.
Yeah,
bonus.
yeah, it's not a nice highway for those of you who are not from this area.
No.
But all right, so you're drinking water, I'm drinking wine, and give me your epic week update. What you been up to, girl?
Well, we together
Yes.
can start our week
Yeah.
because we spent last Tuesday night together.
Mm-hmm.
We got invited from one of our lovely friends that we met at Camp Chateau in France over the summer.
The Delaware moms.
Yeah, the Delaware moms got a lovely invite from our friend Ella to premiere an Amazon Prime movie. Oh, what
Fun.
Oh, what fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Ella's so cute. She's like a young 20-year-old, and I guess she does a bunch of marketing and event planning and
Yes.
stuff like that. So yeah, she was like our little I don't know how you would describe like her role at camp. She was kind of like
She was our
orchestrated
marketing coordinator.
right. She orchestrated our pictures.
Yes.
She was fabulous. But I absolutely loved her.
I did too. I love her energy.
Cute gal. Yeah, great energy. Yeah. So we were disappointed because we didn't get a chance to see her because she ended up not being able to come to the premiere. But this is a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer and Dennis Leary, Gwen Stefani, Felicity Jones. So there were a bunch of the stars actually at the premiere at Lincoln Center in
Yes.
New York City.
And
as
I'd
well.
never done anything like that before, so that was really cool.
Yeah, it was really neat, and we all dressed it in our holiday festive, clothing, and we ate at a restaurant called The Smith,
Yep.
right, which is right across the street from Lincoln.
It's delicious. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend
Great
it.
wine menu, and the food is fabulous.
Food is absolutely fantastic.
And I would know because I've now done it twice
Yeah.
in a week. Because on Monday
Don't mess with the good thing.
No, on Monday, my husband got invited to go up to New York City with a client. So we went up there on Monday to have dinner, and it was supposed to be a big party, and we had reservations, and then half the party couldn't make it because of flight issues. So then it became more casual, and we were all like, where are we gonna go? And I'm like, well, I kind of know this place. So we ended up back at the Smith on Monday night.
It's not a bad decision.
It was not.
No.
It was a little painful because I was really wanting to see the birds play on Monday night. So we did walk through Times Square and then find a little Irish pub in which to sit and watch that fucking steaming pile of shit. Finish that game. But it was so close. But it was there were so many positive things about it, but it stunk all at the same time. Seriously, Saquon running was beautiful. I needed to see a Saquon touchdown so bad, which we had not seen it all this season, just him breaking loose.
They're just terrible.
I just was so happy to see that, though.
Yeah, they're just terrible. I don't think I'm going to the game this weekend.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going. I'm
Yeah.
tailgating.
Yeah. So I think Jim might take William with him, my nephew, to the
Uh,
game. Yeah. So I got other shit to do. I'm
wow, you're boycotting.
yeah, I'm kind of boy. Well, it's cold and I got other things to do. So spoken like a true Philly fan.
Yeah, I'm
Uh
gonna be there.
no, in all seriousness, no, we were trying to go and figure out a game for my nephew to get to. So I was like, well, crap, at this point in time, I really don't give a shit. So
There you go. There you go.
But no, the premiere was really nice, and then I took the day off the following day, and we ended up going to Bryant Park.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, first we went on a Central Park
Run.
run, which was really nice because originally when I was packing.
She was bitching and moaning.
I was kind of digging my heels in because you told me let's bring running gear, and I'm like, at first I was like, okay, and then when I realized like I couldn't fit it all in one bag, I was like, I'm not bringing my gear. I don't want to drag two bags through New York City. And then you're like, I'm bringing my stuff, and all my stuff fits in one bag. So like freaking, what's his name from South Park?
I
And
do not sound like Cartman.
and so then I had that like, running partner guilt because I'm like, well, if she's gonna run, I'm gonna have to run. So I packed a second bag. And by the time we got out there and did the run, we ended up ran down to Strawberry Fields where they have a memorial made for John Lennon because it's right across the street from where he was shot.
And it's so cool because when we walked up, there was a street performer there
Yeah,
that
like two
was,
old guys.
yeah, that were actually playing,
Yeah.
Imagine while we were walking up to the memorial. It was a moment. It was
Yeah, and
cool.
then I don't know, whatever the name of the big pond is that they have there. We ended up running around that, even though you were like, well, let's run around the pond, and I was like, it's just really big. But we ended up running like I don't know, like just shy of like 4 miles.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I no complaints, and
I was poking and prodding her the whole way.
oh God, the whole entire way. But I did though listen to Kayla, who we interviewed,
Yeah.
what was it last week, where she had recommended, to be bold and be cold when you first start.
Yes.
And I did that. I
Yeah.
did not overdress, and you were kind of shocked, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to go with this mantra, and I was very comfortable.
Good.
Took a couple minutes
It
to
takes
warm up.
Kayla telling you that, but not your running buddy. She won't listen to me, but she listens to Kayla.
Mm.
Thank you, Kayla.
Yeah, thanks, Kayla.
Whatever it takes,
Yeah,
it takes a village.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So and then really like during the weekend we hit it as far as the marathon,
Yeah.
right? So you ready to jump into it?
Yeah, we can jump into it.
Yeah.
There are three things that we're going to touch on today.
Hmm.
We're going to touch on geese, Santas,
Drunk
and
Santas.
yeah, lots of drunk
Lots of
Santas,
drunk Santas.
lots of drunk Santas, and
And not us.
corn
Corn.
or marsh.
Corn marsh.
It could be marsh too,
Yeah.
or corn.
Or corn. Just brown.
Lots of brown.
Lots of brown.
Could be brown. How about brown?
Brown.
Yeah,
Brown. I like that.
yeah,
That's a good
and
topic.
brown.
That's a good
That's
topic.
our other topic.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We're highly organized tonight for our podcast.
To be real right now, we're a bit of a shit show.
Yes, we completely are.
I'm exhausted. You're
And it's
exhausted.
really, really late at night. And
It's late. Yeah.
yes.
Recording late on a Wednesday. We're supposed to be out. This is supposed to be released Thursday morning, but I was in New York. You had stuff going on. We were exhausted after the race.
Just couldn't
Yeah.
coordinate. And
Yeah.
every once in a while this happens, but you know what? We're dedicated to it and
Real people.
we are.
So we're just being real.
We are.
We're exhausted.
Yeah. But that's okay.
It is
'Cause we
okay.
gotta bring the energy for this race. Because it was a good day.
Well, of course it was. I mean, there's a reason why we signed up for it for a second time.
Yeah.
So originally ran it back in 2015.
Hmm.
So it's like just kind of like Marine Corps. We're celebrating the 10th anniversary of our running friendship.
Yes.
Um,
And,
and
and actually, when we ran Rehoboth 10 years ago, that's when I outwardly, verbally committed to running the 50 states with you.
yes, when we were sitting at Dos Locos having margaritas at our no shower happy hour,
Yes.
first one.
Yes. Yes. No, that was a memorable time. So we ended up driving down to Rehoboth, and it's roughly about a 3 hour drive.
No, less. I think it was like two,
Was it two?
maybe a little over two,
Yeah, I think
but
it was
not
definitely a
three.
little over two.
Three is Ocean City,
Okay.
which is a little further
All
down.
right, my bad. So 2+
But
hours.
we did do Ocean City. We did a lot of coastal running this year.
We did because you know what? If we were on the same damn road, like to go down to Ocean City.
Yes.
So now we did make one mistake. We ended up stopping at a Chipotle for lunch.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake.
You know what? I think I would remembered, and we have not touched on this race, the I-35 challenge yet, but we stopped on the way between Kansas City Marathon and the Des Moines Marathon, and we ate Chipotle.
I know we did.
Oh, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I was on the toilet all day in Des Moines too. Okay, I take it back. I was going to say it was fine in Des
It
Moines. It
wasn't
was
fine.
actually not fine.
It
Do
wasn't
not
fine.
eat Chipotle before race.
Yeah, we hadn't eaten lunch, and so we were driving down, and Lori had suggested, "Hey, let's grab some Chipotle," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool,"
Not
and
cool.
not cool, not cool, not cool at all. But that's it happens.
It does.
Now the packet pickup was very easy.
Yeah.
They have a tent that they set up by the finish line, and you actually pick up your bibs, at this location, and went in, had your ID, very quick, have your
Yeah.
number. They had a little bit of like swag for the running company that was running, the race or helping to coordinate the race.
Yeah,
And
they
then they
had a
had a
few
vendor
things.
there,
Yeah,
right?
they did have like extra sweatshirts and like little vests that were running focused, not just the running company.
Right.
But yeah, mostly that. And it was very well organized. Like
Very well
you picked up
organized.
your bib, you picked up your bag, you picked up your wristband because this race is pretty phenomenal post race.
Phenomenal.
Like, which
Phenomenal.
we will get there, but you need to keep your wristband on you. Very important. Don't forget it in the hotel room that morning.
Lori.
You actually have three, not one free beer, three free beers that they give you, but you need your wristband when you cross the finish line. So make a note of that if you decide to run it.
Yes. So we got our wristbands and
Shirts.
our shirts, and then they also had a cute little vendor that was like in the corner where they were selling like some Christmas ornaments, and so I know you and I both bought an ornament, and then you also bought a
Like a bib
like a
binder,
bib binder,
but it
right?
was like
Yeah.
woodworking, so it was kind of pretty.
Yeah, it was really pretty. Yes, and they had like, stickers and stuff like that. So I thought that that was neat that they had that there because I did buy a wooden ornament that said like, the Rehoboth Marathon with 26.2 and then the year on it, which I thought was kind of cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
I bought the same one,
Yes,
and I
yeah.
like it a lot.
Yes,
Put it
yes.
on the tree already.
Actually, I don't think it had the year on it. I think I wrote the year on the
No, it
back. Oh,
did.
did it have
It
the
did
year?
have the year
Okay.
on the front.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I thought that that was cool. So then we went to our hotel and checked in, and we stayed at the Atlantic Sands.
Which was also where we stayed 10 years ago.
Is it really the
It
same
was because I
hotel?
re-listened before we recorded this podcast. I'm like, I need to re-listen to our last podcast just to have a little comparison. And lo and behold, we stayed at the Atlantic Sands.
Oh no.
Didn't feel familiar to me.
Didn't feel familiar at all. I was like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, no, it was good. We, the room had like a separate seating area, like with a couch and a chair, balcony, and then, two, what do we have, like two full-size beds, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
was like
totally
two
fine. Clean,
blocks.
clean. I think most of the people that were there were either for the race or for the Santa Bar Crawl, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes.
I think there were also some events going on.
Oh
I
yeah, there
think
were
there were
some
a
weddings,
couple of
right?
weddings,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
going on in their ballrooms
Yeah,
or
yeah.
conference rooms.
And then we decided to, I think, oh, is that's when we decided to go grab a glass of wine, right? Because it was
Oh,
earlier,
yeah.
and we went and we found a
Since we're now fostering our love of French wine.
yeah, we found, like, I mean, it was within the same block
Yeah.
as our hotel, but what was the name of it?
Fable.
Fable, La Fable,
La Fable.
La Fable, La Fable, La Fable.
Fable.
Faible,
I don't know.
faible. So
Um,
yeah, so it was a French restaurant, and so Lori and I sat at the bar and ordered, just absolutely lovely
Cote de
glasses.
Rome.
Yeah, Coke de Rome, and absolutely lovely glasses of red wine. And I believe that the guy who was bartending had a French accent too.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
I don't think I picked up on that.
Yes. So and then they had like some French
Christmas
Christmas
music.
music, which we channeled. We ended up channeling, and as we were driving back, we from Rehoboth, to home. We were listening to some French Christmas music. If you haven't listened to French Christmas music, download it. Like listen to it. Listen to some Christmas music in different languages because I was listening to stuff in Gaelic as well as
Oh,
that's some sweet music as well as in Italian.
really? Oh,
And
Italians, lovely.
yeah, yeah, no, and I have been enjoying it, and
Fun.
I know what songs they're singing. No idea, like what the words are,
Right.
but yeah, no, I've been enjoying that. Definitely channeling us listening to the French music. But then the piece de la résistance that night, the night before the race, was our dinner.
Yeah, we went a little bit off the island to Crust and Craft, and it
Yes,
was fabulous.
absolutely freaking fabulous.
Packed. But we
Yeah.
got seated. We didn't really have a wait, but it was very busy, so you can tell it's good quality because there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, and we didn't have to make a reservation, but the couple that was sitting next to us said that they actually travel an hour to get to this restaurant because it has the most incredible gluten-free pizza.
Yes.
I do need to go and get out on Google and review them with the
Yes.
with the video that I took of the pizza. Because I tell you what, y'all, like we Lori and I eat a lot of pizza the night before races. And I've had some really shitty pizzas because it's just like not a lot of restaurants lean in on it.
No.
This pizza was probably my top three. It was
Yeah,
in my top three.
the dough,
It rose. It was
your
Caputo flour,
your dough looked fluffier than my dough. My
right?
glutinous dough looked
Yes.
flimsier compared to yours.
Compared to mine.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I had like hot honey on it with like some dollops of ricotta and some
It
pepperoni.
was
Yeah,
delicious.
yours looked
Yeah,
delicious
mine looked
too.
delicious too. It's like a quattro formaggi. I was still status quo,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
think didn't have like a little I mean, pesto sauce maybe on
I
it.
think it had a little bit of pesto and then you
Yeah,
added some sausage
sausage.
crumbs to it.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So highly, highly, highly recommend that. That is that Route 1 or
I think
413?
it's before you get to Route 1. It was after the outlet
All
mall.
right. Well, it's right before you make you're on the main highway and it's before you make the turn to get into Rehoboth Beach.
Correct.
Yeah. So excellent, excellent pizza. Give them 10 stars, 10 stars. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Now, the one positive thing about staying at the Atlantic Sands is that we were literally a 4-minute walk to the start.
Yeah, like a block,
Like
two blocks
like seriously.
tops.
So, if you do go and do this race, the cost wasn't super expensive
No.
for a night down there and it was super convenient, especially, when you're just having to use the toilet before
Oh,
before
we
the
didn't
race.
even have to use the porta johns because we were so close.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just finished our business. I think we walked down it. Was it 7 o'clock
7
start?
7 a.m. start.
I think we left the hotel at 6:45
Yes. Yes.
and had plenty of time.
And we got to listen to the national anthem, which had an absolutely
Yes.
lovely
Group.
group, and they all harmonized and
Yes.
sung the national anthem with no accompanying music. They just sang it a cappella, and they were absolutely fantastic. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And you also so they have a really cute bandstand. So there's a boardwalk right next to you because they do have a small boardwalk in Rehoboth. They have a little bandstand that's all got Christmas decorations. They have
Mhm.
their tree up there that's all decorated. It felt very festive at the start because the lights were on and
It did,
it was
and
just
a,
nice.
and a lot of people were dressed in Grinch costumes and reindeer costumes, and we were wearing our shark onesies that
Yes.
that we were able to salvage from the the Philadelphia Marathon.
And it was applicable because we were
We're at
again
the
by the
ocean again.
yeah, we were at the ocean.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and they do run the half marathon with the marathoners at the start. So, there are quite a few people, but I feel like Rehoboth does a really nice job because they said most of the races were 100% full for the weekend, that they limit it, or I feel like they limit it well enough for the size of the trails that we're running on. I think they
I
know
totally agree.
exactly where they need to cap that to make it comfortable for everybody running.
Yeah, and we ran the same. We overlapped our course up until like right before the 5 mile
Yeah.
mark. And so like right before the 5 mile mark is where the half marathon went in a different direction. And then we did this massive out and back.
Yes, massive.
Yeah, so we got on this trail at mile 5 and we did an out, and by the time we came back, we like went beyond like mile 17.
Yeah.
So it was a really, I mean, it was just a straight out and back.
Yeah, you're in a state park camp. I'm gonna slaughter this Camp Henlopen.
Henlopen.
I think that's how you
Yeah.
say it. It was a former, is it Army base?
So Fort Mill, it was the former Army base that was
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So there was a army base there. So what's cool about it, which I think we've covered in our last podcast about this particular race, is that you can see like munitions bunkers during the run and probably 3 or 4 pillboxes
Yes.
from where during World War II they were, looking out for our coasts, looking for German U-boats, which actually were out there.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool because it's got that historic component to it. You are in the middle of coastal marshlands.
So this is where the brown comes in.
Yeah.
When we said, we as one of our topics, the marshes are just very brown right now.
They're very brown.
Very brown.
It's that time of year. It's
Yes.
December.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of greenery.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely stick season.
we are definitely in the season of the sticks. And but it is lovely because it is mostly a hard pack gravel,
Oh, love
which
it.
is extremely forgiving on the body. I was trying to explain it to Dave. Like I think of the 26 miles, probably at least 16 of it was on some form of hard pack gravel or
Like a
that
cinder,
boardwalk.
like a cinder,
Yeah.
type of like a hard packed cinder.
Yeah, like it was very fine but hard packed.
Yes.
Which was lovely.
Yes. And yeah, and we got a chance to run over like an elevated bridge, in one area where I guess they can't just do the hard trail. And at some point in time, you and I both noticed the flock of geese that were overhead.
It was insane.
And they were loud, right? So, couldn't help to not hear them.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there's like layer upon layer upon layer of geese in the sky.
Thousands.
Thousands of geese. So we did take a video. I mean, it didn't capture
No.
like at all what we saw, but my goodness, it was just nature at its finest.
Yeah. Like we were discussing, like as we were running, we're like, this is not one joined group of geese. This is so many different gaggles. Is that what they're
Gaggles?
called?
A gaggle?
Gaggle of
Yeah.
geese. So many different little groups making up this big one. It's like, how do they know that today is the day?
Like, get it up and get it on,
Like
people.
we're all going to be flying south today, like in the same location. It was crazy. You would see a wave, the wave would go by, and you'd see 3 or 4 waves in the distance, and then those would come closer, and you just kept looking, and there was another wave behind that, and another wave
I
behind
mean,
that.
my gosh, I don't even know how many waves.
That
of
went on
geese.
for probably about an hour,
Yeah, at least.
at least.
At least. Now, the interesting thing is that Jim, my husband, was at our house in Maryland, so that's a little further west. And so he had experienced when he was down at the dock a ton of geese. And we're like, what time of the day was it? Because chances are it was probably our geese,
Right. I think it was probably the same ones.
just because of where Rehoboth is. And,
Well, and they were traveling more southwest too.
yeah.
Like they weren't going like straight shot south.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought that was pretty freaking cool.
It was
So
remarkable.
yeah. I've never experienced anything like that. I will
No.
remember that forever. And
Yeah.
for the bitch that when I was like freaking videoing the freaking geese and she freaking jumped in front of my camera. I was like, dude, really?
Twice. Well, one time we were trying to get the sound and she was like ran by and said something and we're like, shh. And then the other time you were videoing it and she stuck her head in there.
First time marathoner. She had her shirt said first time marathoner, and I was like, all right, somebody needs to school her on like what not to do
Yeah.
to other runners. Anyway,
She had lots of
she
energy.
had, she had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of stayed away from her after a while. So,
Yeah.
but hopefully, I think she finished because I think I
Yeah.
saw her after the race. So congratulations.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see you back out there.
Yeah, yeah. So because we did do the Chipotle and
Mhm.
I did the pizza, it was another race of a lot of porta johns.
Yeah, there was a tour to Porta
There
Johns.
was a tour de porta john again. But
Yeah.
you know what, Rehoboth? Y'all have the cleanest porta
Oh my
johns
God.
that I have ever experienced in any race.
Seriously, top.
I swear I felt like they were even heated.
It was amazing. I'm like, do I sit on this? Like that's how
Oh.
clean they were. I did not. I did not. Some girl did before me though, because I saw her sweat mark. But but I was like, this is so clean.
Yeah,
Toilet paper.
they were very, very, very clean. So I was very happy about that. But the tummy was in a little bit of
Yeah.
distress.
And not just you, it was me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But the funny thing was that, when we were running, I mean, we were kind of killing it with our running.
Yeah.
And so when we were running, we were running. Like, I mean, we're running at a good clip. Now, at some point in time, towards, I would say like the back end of the race, we met two lovely ladies. So Barbara and Jess.
Yeah.
And so Jess was running her first marathon
And killing it.
and
She was crushing it.
totally crushing it. And Barbara, I don't know if Barbara is a friend who is like, running and pacing with her or a coach. We didn't establish the relationship, but it was towards the end of the race. So, you and I were a little punchy and singing our songs and,
Yeah.
just being us. And I think that they totally appreciate. I think that they were like, decided to kind of stick with us for a little while because we were entertaining them, which
Yeah.
was nice. That's what it's about.
We were bringing the energy
Yeah,
like we always do at the back.
yeah. So, but what was really nice is that Barbara, who ended up running ahead, and they were both from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Queens or Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
It's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. And so Barbara had run ahead, and we were assumed to take pictures of Jess coming across the finish line. And what was super nice is that Barbara saw us as you and I were coming in, and she snapped a bunch of pictures of us. And then later on, after we had gotten our food. She was like, oh, if you want to give me your phone number, I'll give you the pictures. It was just the nicest thing.
Yeah. No, they were very nice.
Really, really nice. And Barbara is working on her fifth star, and she is running
Fantastic.
Tokyo.
That is so cool.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
do we want to go and talk about our little new news for us?
yes, let's do it. On the way home from New York City, we're driving, and Laura over there,
Yeah, because
or
you
I'm
were
driving, I'm
driving.
driving,
Yep.
I'm driving, and Laura's like, yes, yes, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God, what? What?
We got into Berlin. Boom.
Fourth star, here we come.
So Berlin is the end of September of 2026.
Yep,
So we will be taking our hubbies and
we're planning on Oktoberfest.
yes.
Also in Munich after.
Yeah, and so yeah, and I know you've already started doing your due diligence on, places to go and we were sending some VRBO information and stuff. So I know we definitely have to book that here very, very quickly because that's going to fill up really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just super excited,
So am I.
you know.
So am I. So then the question starts to become, damn it, how are we going to do that? Like, are we running marathons until then? Or are we going to
Yeah.
stop and then a
and then
train
start. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
train.
Ugh.
We have to figure that out.
Yeah, because our next race that we have like a couple of weeks off right now, but mid-January we'll be in Jekyll Island,
Yeah.
Georgia, and running that in the middle of January.
Yeah. And then we're kind of a dot, dot, dot until September.
Right, because then we have Berlin in September, and then we've already signed up for Philly in November again.
Yes.
So we have three races this coming year, but they're really spread out. So I would prefer not to have to go and
Fill in
start
the
over.
gaps.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did some research because I've been so curious as to how now that they have, they call it the Abbott six-star medal,
The
right?
world
For the
majors.
world majors, the New York, Chicago,
Mhm.
Boston, Berlin, London, and Tokyo. Well, they just added Sydney. And so we both were like, well, so do they have a seven-star medal now? Like, how is that going to work? So we looked it up, and in fact, they're keeping the six-star medal for people who complete the six-star challenge. They will be adding a nine-star medal when they add Cape Town and probably Shanghai
Correct.
in the next couple of years. So for anybody else like me who has been questioning how the hell that's going to work, there you go.
So we'll get our Abbott 6-star
Yes,
when we finish
whatever.
Tokyo and London.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
yes. Post
Yay!
Berlin.
Post Berlin.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyway, we just went on a wild tangent.
It's okay, but man, like
It's
that
so
was
exciting.
that was just super super exciting. Now the other aspects of the course that were interesting was that like again on the back side of the race, and I want to say this is like miles like 20 to 21 through like 23.
Maybe even
Was it
further.
further than
Like
that? I mean, it was a bunch of
it
miles.
was a bunch of miles.
Again, it's another out and back where it's a hard packed like cinder,
You're
gravel
actually
trail.
back in that state park, but just on a non-coastal part of it.
Yeah, and what did we see?
Corn,
Corn, corn,
brown,
brown,
lots of brown
corn.
and corn.
Yes.
However, there is a highlight when you get to the turnaround,
Loved the turnaround.
which I do not remember them
They did
having
not
this in
they
2015.
did not they did not
I
have
think
this in
it was
2015.
quiet. I don't, they've kind of reworked a little part of like the course as far as where you're in the city a little bit. Um, with these out and backs were the same. But when you get to the end of the turnaround, all of a sudden you're feeling the energy. There is some music.
Doosh, 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 doosh. Yeah.
There are people screaming. There are signs out. And then they have these really cool, well, they have flags. They have all the 50 states of flags.
They have the 50 state flags, and then they had all the armed forces.
Yeah.
And then they had like some specialty flags like their running company,
And
and
I thought they had like maybe some veteran
they
flags
did.
and stuff
They
as
did.
well. And they're all hanging, roped right over top the course. So it was just kind of,
It was
it,
festive,
it was festive.
and they had a DJ going, and they called it Flag Alley.
Yes.
And so you ran, underneath all the flags and then did the turnaround and then
And I
came
think
back.
of course, you cross the mat out there. So they were also picking up people's names and they were like, as you were running back, they're like, Laura and Lori from, down, I'll just say Downingtown, PA, even though we're in two different towns. So they
Yeah.
told, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, it was really nice. And
Yeah.
I think the other thing that you and I were appreciating were that when we saw that they were the state flags, we're like, ran that, ran that, ran that, ran that.
Yes.
Been there, been there, been there.
Yes. And
So,
they were also playing Jump on It. So we were
jump
like
on
doing
it.
Jump on It. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We were dancing a little bit
Singing.
too.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
jump
On
on
it.
it,
Jump
jump on
on
it,
it.
jump
Jump
on
on it. Yes.
it. Yeah, so I love that. And then you also complimented me that at no point in time while we were running on these trails that I got any kind of schmooze in my
And
shoes.
you're notorious for shit in your shoes.
I could literally walk from, like my door to my car and get shit in my shoe.
Yes, you can. And I don't
And
know how you do it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I did. We got to the foot of that trail. So we still had the out and back to go. And I said, remind me later to compliment you on something, but I don't want to say it now because I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it. And we sat down, I think, to dinner later, and you're like, what were you going to say? I'm like, oh my God, you didn't stop once to take anything out of your
I was like,
shoe.
you're absolutely right.
It was a miracle. Like that never happens. Because she always has to stop. She takes out her shoe, she puts it in her hand because she's got to validate it.
Look,
She's like,
look,
you see how big this
look
is?
at how fucking big this rock is. I'm like the princess and the pea, you
You
know?
are.
So yeah, yeah. But then the finish. Oh wait,
Oh,
well, wait a minute. Before we talk about the finish. Um, so one of the things that we recalled is that we were not doing state songs in our playlist when we ran Rehoboth
not in
not in
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
So the night before, you were putting together the playlist, kind of curating it the way that you always do. And you were like, "Oh my gosh, like these songs about Delaware, like they're awful." And I ended up finding a gem.
Oh my gosh.
What is it called?
It is called
The
Rehoboth.
Rehoboth Beach Anthem by Brett's Favorite Hits.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Check it out on Spotify
just check it out.
and enjoy that
I
nugget.
think I think Brett has 7 followers. Was that
Maybe,
7?
maybe.
We were kind of shocked.
I don't know.
So
I'm thinking, do they have, does he have more than
I
us?
I don't know that, but Brett, that was a gem. That was a gem, and he's got some other gems out there too. So
Yeah.
you might want to listen to that.
Yeah. That's worth a listen. Yeah.
So thank you for starting our playlist off with that song because it was like,
Yeah. That's not something that could have hit at mile 20.
I'm just gonna say it's a unique sound.
Very.
It's a very, very unique sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He may be tone deaf. I'm not sure.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody appreciates different music,
Yeah.
different everything. So, but the finish, I liked the finish.
I think that this is where Rehoboth shines.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, so the course is kind of vanilla. Like you get a little bit of town, you get a little bit of coastal. Rehoboth is an adorable like beach town. Like of the beach towns that you can go to, probably Rehoboth's up there for me is one of my
I
favorites.
agree.
Next to
I
Cape
agree.
May. I
I
love
agree.
Cape May. It has a cultural feel to it. It's got a historic feel, so and they've preserved a lot of that, which is really nice.
And
Um,
and I think that there's a lot of small business there.
yeah,
There's not a lot of I mean all the big stores and so forth are out on like the main highway,
yeah,
but it's all small business in
yes.
town, little boutiques and restaurants and bars, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, and then you get all the beauty of the coastal, the marshes, the water features and the nature and all of that during the run. But when you come into the finish, this is it shines because they organize a post race like every race should do. If you are a race director and you are listening to this podcast at all, go check out what Rehoboth does because they treat every runner that crosses the finish line the same. Everyone. Back of the
Every single person.
they have a part that like the tent where we picked up the bib is right near the finish line. You cross the finish line, they have your foil sheet, they have your medal, you take your picture. They put you right into a buffet line.
A buffet.
Buffet with waffle sticks.
You had, well, let's see, waffle sticks. There were there
Eggs.
pancake eggs.
I don't think there were
There was
pancakes.
sausage and
Bacon.
bacon. There was potato salad, coleslaw. There was veggie burgers. There
Yes.
were hot dogs.
Potato chips.
Potato chips. I want to say
Condiments.
I want to say there was a pasta thing too,
Yeah.
like a ziti kind of
Yeah.
noodle thing.
I think there was.
But for me, being a person with celiac, there were plenty of options for me. I never thought that I would I would want potato salad after I ran a race. And do you remember me sitting
You
there going,
enjoyed the hell out of
it's so good.
as opposed to me who I like I think I got two or three little sausage patties, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I should have grabbed like six.
Yeah.
Those things were hitting so hard right after the race.
But look, like we finished towards the back of the race and there was plenty of food. They still had all the food on the burners. They weren't tearing down the tent,
No.
and they are a class act.
They are. And I was a little stressed, and I don't even know why I was stressed. I was being mental. Sometimes we all get that way because I had read that they do have a very hard cutoff at 19 and a half miles, that if you aren't maintaining a 15-minute mile, that they will stop you and redirect you to the finish and not let you get post that 19-mile mark. And I think I was mental because we were going to the bathroom, not just you,
Yeah.
me as well.
Yeah, and it wasn't that we were running 15-minute miles. It was that
Right.
it was like
We were stopping.
we were stopping
As
a
a matter
lot.
of fact, at the end of it, I'm like, we really were probably running between a 5:30 and 5:45 effort, but came in post six because the
Because
bathroom
of the
sucks.
bathrooms. We
And
stopped 5 times to the bathroom, 5 times with a mile 20 beverage stop as well.
right, we had mile 20 beverage stop. We fuck around and take video of the geese. Like we enjoy our time on the course.
Yes.
We always enjoy our time. That's more important than our finish time.
Because I'm gonna remember from that race
The geese.
the freaking thousands of geese and not like what the hell our freaking time was.
Right, exactly.
It's about the journey.
It is about the journey.
It's about the journey and the
But
experience.
when we were done eating, they had the tent, which you need your wristband for.
I had my wristband.
I'm
I went into video, but they didn't have any gluten-free beer. That's the only thing
Yes.
Rehoboth have get some
But
cider.
hold on, if you remember correctly, though, we talked to them last time about that.
And we went
And
next door.
so they associate their party with one of the sushi bar restaurant called the
Mhm.
Cultured Pearl.
Yeah.
And they sent us over there to get you cider. They
Yeah.
were very
They
accommodating.
did. They did the last.
We
We did not inquire
No.
this go around because we knew that or they only have beer in the tent.
Yeah.
So we figured, we're just gonna replicate what we did 10 years ago. Let's go down to Dos Locos. Let's go grab a margarita.
Before we go too far
Yeah.
down there, though, I do want to say they had a DJ in that tent.
Oh yeah.
People were dancing.
Pink Pony Club. Da, da,
I mean, there were people partying. Some of the half marathoners, they went and showered and they were coming back to party in the tent to get their 3 drinks. Top notch.
Top notch. Now, people look like they were having a blast. I was freezing.
Yeah.
I was
But
freezing.
it was warm in the tent.
It was warm in the tent. Because I went in there to go video for a little bit.
Yeah.
And but I was like, man, I need to get warm. Now, the cool thing is that one of Rehoboth went and I guess the race folks went and collected up all of the clothing that runners shed, at the start line.
Yeah.
So and we had ditched our shark onesies in different spots,
Yes.
and you found your shark onesie like
Yeah.
in one of the buckets.
Yeah, it's really cool. They put them out right by the finish. So if you want to retrieve and it
Your
happens
stuff.
to be there, you
Yeah.
can go grab your throwaway again. So yeah, I found mine.
Yeah, you found yours, and I had my little blanket, my little Mylar blanket. So, we were walking down to the Dos Locos, and next thing you know, we're seeing people in Santa costumes,
And
and
really dressed up in very festive
like
outfits.
reindeers and dressed up like
Elves.
Christmas trees and oh, how about the Santa in the
Oh, the
in the
suit.
leather? No, no, no. Well,
Oh.
no, this is the Santa in the leather kilt.
Oh,
With
yes.
the little leather straps
Yes.
in there, and he had like the jacket, but he had it open.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a bad Santa.
Yes.
And you ended up stopping
I'm like, I have to know
a
what the hell's
couple,
going
it
on.
was like two women, and you were like, what is going on with like what's the activity going on?
Okay. So they have, let me put my glasses on because I want to make sure I get part of this right. It was the fourth. So they did not have this when we ran it the last
No,
time.
they started it in 2022.
Yeah, it was the fourth annual Rehoboth Beach Santa Crawl. It benefits Toys for Tots and Tunnel to Towers. So we all kind of know what Toys for Tots is. So you can bring a toy. They had boxes set up. They had
Mhm.
25 different bars and restaurants that were part of this bar crawl. They just ask that you dress up, you donate a toy, and you also give a little bit of money to Tunnel to Towers. Now, I'd never heard of that before.
Oh, the Tunnel to Towers?
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had
Yeah, they
never
have a
heard it.
Tunnel to Towers run as well. Did you
Oh,
know that? There's like, I think it's a 5K.
so
Yeah, that's
for
supposed to be
people
from New
who are
York.
like me who have no idea what that is, Steven Siller gave his life to help others on 9/11 in New York City. So the foundation provides mortgage-free homes to Gold Star and fallen first responder families with young children. They also help build smart homes for catastrophically injured vets and first responders. And I thought that, well, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Like that's just a phenomenal. I had never heard of it before,
Yeah,
so it
maybe
was
it's just
cool to
because I'm
learn
in
about
that I'm
it.
in that
That
community,
yeah,
and that's why I've heard of it before.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it started at 1 o'clock, and I guess they
The
take
the
a
the Santa crawl,
the Santa Crawl, yeah. So I guess they all meet on the boardwalk.
and they take a big picture,
Yeah, with everybody all dressed up,
which
and
I think is fun.
it is. And then they end at another bar at like 4:30, 5:30, something like that, and they have a whole nother closing thing. But yeah, the whole city was overrun. So we're like, all we want is a no shower happy hour. So we go over to Dos Locos. Crazy.
Packed,
Went to another bar,
packed.
packed. Every bar, packed,
So they
packed,
said so they
packed.
said on their website that when they first started it was about 600 people, and now it's like thousands of people that participate. And I totally believe that from based upon what we saw.
Yeah.
So we did end up just we forfeited, going and trying to get something, to drink right after the race. We went back, took showers, and then we went and grabbed dinner at Blue Moon, but we ended up going to their bar area. So it was fun because they still had some people, who were there, dressed up. The one guy who was like 6'4" or whatever, he looked like Father Christmas.
Yeah.
We like he walks into the bar and he just it was like he owned the place.
He did.
In
He had a
his
lot of
he
swag.
had a lot of swag in his Santa costume. So yeah, but it was great people watching
It
and
was
and
fantastic.
people just looked like they were genuinely having a fun time. I feel like we missed the boat on that.
Yeah, I'm really, really kind of
Because
mad about that.
I have some really cool fucking costumes
Of course
we
you do.
could have worn. So yeah, so I really do feel like we missed out on that one. But
Now we know.
now we know. And I did say to you, we could always come back.
Yes.
We don't have to run the marathon. We could bring
No.
our husbands with us and
Yeah,
actually do the Santa crawl.
for sure.
Yeah.
Or if one of the girls decides to ever run in Delaware and
We could
decided to,
support them.
we can support them.
Yes.
We could cheer them on
Yes.
in our
In
costumes
our costume.
and then go bar crawl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
So that
yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was cool. I think it's a nice addition. I do think it made it tough for people like the marathoners post-marathon wanting to get in and do anything that wasn't associated with it. But again, it's creating a sense of culture in that little town and it's extending the season, which is great for small businesses.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
like was night and day from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, we took a nap. We woke up, it was 8 o'clock. The town was dead. Everything was closed. Like you couldn't even shop if you wanted
That
to.
was not the case. That was not the case
No.
this past
It was
weekend.
lively. It was fun. It
Now,
had a great
I did have a
atmosphere.
little freak out moment because, because of what we had experienced 10 years ago and the town being dead, I didn't think of, making dinner reservations. And I'm like, holy crap, with thousands of extra people in town, I didn't make a dinner res. So, ended up making a dinner reservation at Blue Moon.
Delicious.
And absolutely fantastic. Jim and I had actually eaten there before.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so, yeah, but it just absolutely fantastic, fantastic dinner.
Yeah.
You had like a filet, right?
Yeah, it was
I
delicious.
had like a lobster risotto. That
Yeah.
was just and a nice French wine.
Yeah.
We're going with that theme.
Yeah, well,
Mm,
it's just I'm still trying to hold
I
on to
know.
that
I know.
feeling.
We're on trend. We're on trend on that. Yeah, yeah. Now the swag.
Swag. Love the medal.
Oh my God, the medal is fantastic.
Metal is fantastic. It's kind of like a peachy orangey
With the
color
dolphins orange.
with
Dolphins. It's like the
with
dolphins colors, orange and the teal.
yeah, yeah. And they have, so the traditional emblem of the Rehoboth Beach Marathon is like the little
It's
red,
a life ring.
yeah, life ring.
Yeah.
This time is kind of cool. They added a shark coming through the life ring, which
Which I
makes it,
absolutely love.
yeah, yeah, makes it a little unique. And it's more ceramic than it is metal or painted metal.
Yeah.
Um,
And it only says marathon on it.
it only says marathon and it does say 2025 and
Yeah.
it's got a nice ribbon. So thumbs up on the medal.
Love the medals.
Love the medals.
Love the medals.
Um, Shirts are a miss for me.
Mm.
I do not like the shirts. They are women's fit, and I know I'm getting a little large and in charge right now during the holidays, but a medium shouldn't fit that tight for me personally. And I don't like the fact that it says marathon and half marathon on it,
Yeah.
which I will
It
show for those joining on YouTube.
and it tied in with it tied in with the
So,
metal theme where it has the life ring and the shark coming through it, which
I like
I
the
think it's great.
design.
Yeah,
I
the
like the
design is great.
colors.
The shirt has no elasticity whatsoever to it. I am not wearing my shirt today because while it fit me in my bust and my waist, the arms are so tight. I look like I was gonna Hulk out of it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not putting that on my body
I'm
for
not,
a while.
yeah, I'm not comfortable in it.
Yeah. But we did
Yeah.
stop at the Rehoboth Beach Running Club because it was very, very chilly out
Mhm.
when we finished the race. You had not found your shark onesie yet,
No.
and we were like, we cannot walk back to the hotel like being sweaty and now cold.
Yeah, it was probably about a half mile.
Yeah.
So they did have some really lovely tech Rehoboth Beach Running Club shirts that
There's
I'm
some hoodies.
sporting. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
It's like a tech hoodie, like a fishing shirt.
Yeah.
And it's very comfortable.
It's super comfortable,
Yeah.
and that is going to be my Bobo shirt, my
Yeah.
boat shirt.
And I mean it is a large, so it's roomy, but it's like not too big. So
Yeah, no, I totally
I'm
love
in
it.
denial that I'm a large now. I don't want to be.
It's
But we're
okay.
going to accept that for
That's
right
okay.
now.
That's okay. It's okay.
That's what January, February, March, and April are for.
This is true. This is very true. Very, very true.
There's a time and a place.
All right, girl. Well, what are we talking about next week? Oh,
Well,
wait.
first,
Yes.
I'm going to change the way we phrase it. Would
Yeah.
you run or would you recommend this race?
So if you're okay running a race where there are not a lot of spectators and it's a nature race and you don't mind an out and back, I would highly recommend this race. I would recommend it just for the after party
Yeah.
and the food afterward. I mean, it's just phenomenal. But yeah, I would recommend this race. It's really, really flat and it's a quick course. As far as I mean the people that were that the lead of the race, I mean, they were flying through it. I don't know what the winning time was, but they were flying. So yeah, so I think it's a quick course and it's an easy course to recover from because of the trail running that you were describing earlier. I found that both times I ran it, I seriously, like my legs were not bothering me. I had a little bit of a back issue Sunday morning, which it totally went away during the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had my legs were like totally fine.
Yeah, my legs are fine too.
Yeah.
I just had blister city, which I don't
Yeah.
get. I never
Yeah.
get blisters.
Well, tell everybody why
My
you got blisters.
so I broke rule number one.
Rule number one. You got a lot of rule number ones.
Yes, I broke one of the rule number ones. Don't wear new shoes for a marathon. But
Like she never wore them on her feet before she ran the marathon.
no, but
But I did the same thing in Philly.
I
I
mean,
wore brand new shoes for Philly.
yeah. So like you do reach a point with marathoning when you are doing a lot of consecutive marathons. Your shoes, like it's hard. Oh, I just spit a little when I said that. It's really hard to pick a time to switch your shoes out
Yeah.
because you have another marathon in 2 weeks
Yeah.
or 3 weeks or whatever, and you need to break them in or whatever. So it's hard to figure out a time. And I'm like, well, if I can just make it through Rehoboth, we have 6 weeks, I can switch my shoes.
Yeah.
And I ran Philly and they were failing. I
Yeah.
was feeling everything on the road
Yeah,
in Philly.
you told me you were like,
I
I
can't.
have to get new shoes.
And I could not, I could have broken down and gotten ugly ass color, but I didn't want to. So I kept shopping and I could not find my shoes, my size in stock anywhere. So I finally got an idea to call around to local running stores and thank you, North Wales Running Store. You guys are the bomb. They had them. Bought them online. They had them on hold. I drove an hour before we left for the
You
marathon
did.
to go pick them up, and then I came and I met you at your house. So I did that, and then on top of that, I never wear socks unless it's below freezing, and the start was below
It was
freezing.
cold.
So I started in socks, which I don't do.
And then you were concerned that you didn't have enough
Body
body glide
glide.
to go and really kind of get the shoes where they
Yeah,
needed to be
it
at.
just was what it was. And
Yeah.
but they're down, they're fine now. Like I
Yeah.
could go run them.
Yeah. 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 I did the same thing 2 weeks ago where I wore a brand new pair of shoes for Philly because and it's weird because for those who are not like avid runners but listening, um you know, normally when you think about wearing out a shoe, you look at the treads and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, my treads have worn down. Most of the time, running shoes will fail and it'll be the cushioning on the inside of the shoe before anything else fails.
Your shoe will look completely fine.
Sometimes they'll look almost brand new.
Yeah.
Maybe not brand new, but new. And you're like, how can I throw these shoes out? Now, I sometimes I'll keep a pair of shoes for as like gardening shoes or like, you know, just something that maybe I'll like go to the gym in. I will not run in them. And the way that you, at least for me, and I think you're the same way. You know, when you have a really good pair of shoes with good cushioning, you shouldn't really feel like rocks and you know pebbles and you know
Well,
just
that's if you're wearing supportive shoes. Like some people have minimalist
yeah.
shoes,
Well, yeah,
and
these are
that's a little
supportive.
different.
Yeah, totally
These
different.
are
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
ones that are more supportive.
High
Yeah.
cushion supportive.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, these don't feel as squishy. I don't feel like I'm kind of running on marshmallows. And you know, you step on a rock
Or you feel a crack.
and yeah, or you feel a crack in the ground
Ground.
and you can
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
And if you start feeling the ground, and that's the way you and I describe it, it's like, oh
Yes.
shit, I could start, I'm feeling the ground. I got to get rid of these. That's when you need to go and find a new pair of shoes.
It usually is also associated with a little bit more muscle soreness and joint soreness, I would say, as
Yeah,
well. You may not even realize it until you're like, why does that feel terrible? It's because your shoes are failing.
right.
And I do believe that a shoe, there are some exceptions when they change models and they're changing the materials and it's like a newer model, newer stuff. Sometimes they fail sooner, but
Oh, my freaking Gel Nimbus 26s, 20, no, 27s. Those have failed on me like so fast.
yeah.
I'm not endorsed by freaking, you know,
But we run
companies
in
here.
Asics.
I run an Asics.
We run
I
in
have run in the
Asics.
same pair of shoes since 2004.
Yeah, ditto.
And so when they changed my freaking shoe, I either get excited or pissed. And now my shoes look like freaking Hoka's and I hate them.
Yeah.
But I like the cushioning in them. So it's just I'm kind of screwed, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of like what they look like now. So
But your shoes should give you at least 250 miles,
yeah,
which
yeah,
I had maxed out on my shoes.
yeah, yeah, because you had yours from the beginning of the
Yes.
season. So yeah.
Well,
Would you run the race again? Or
um,
would you recommend it?
I would recommend it, yeah.
Good.
I don't know enough about other races in Delaware. If you're coming to Delaware and need to check off that state to know what, because I think there's a running festival in
There
Wilmington.
is.
And we've never ran that,
Yeah.
so I can't compare it.
I've only run the Caesar Rodney half marathon in Wilmington.
How is that?
It's very hilly. Like
Okay,
very hilly. I ran that with Julie.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So I just they do such a great job. For the most part, the merch is great. I mean, the shirt wasn't great, but the medal's good. That's good enough for me. And the after party, like you said, top notch. And then the addition of Flag Alley made that even more fun. It's just it's a great race.
Yeah, it's a nice small town race.
Yeah, but it can get boring at
Yes.
times, the course can.
Yeah.
But, you know, There's no 26.2 mile course out there that's perfect except Big Sur
In Boston and New
and
York.
Boston and New York.
We'll see Berlin. We'll see if
Um,
you can live up to it.
maybe notice we didn't say Chicago.
No, we did not say Chicago.
Um, maybe St. George's, Utah. Grandma's. There's a few. Okay, there's a few.
There's a few.
There's a few that you could say are probably perfect courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not many. Like of the 50 states, I'd say not many
Yeah, not many.
are beginning to end perfect. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Yeah.
I
So what are we
recommend.
talking about next week?
Next week, we have the pleasure of interviewing the race director for Jekyll Island.
Yay.
So I'm kind of excited to get into the brain of the race director. That should be great.
Yeah, and you and I both have never been to Jekyll Island before.
No, so yay, I'm excited to go down to Georgia. It'll be nice to have a little reprieve from the freezing ass cold.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll be a little warmer.
I know I'm a little concerned about it being too warm. So, but like I don't want it to be like super warm during the race, but then it could get warm anytime when we're not racing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
and our boys are gonna do some deep sea fishing.
Yes.
Which will be-
Hopefully, as long
yeah.
as the weather is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to be out fishing, not our beer bitches.
No. Yeah. No, no, no. Definitely not. Definitely not supporting us that day.
No. Anything else?
No.
No?
No, we're good.
Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us today. Again, follow us Instagram at Mile 20 Podcast. We're streaming everywhere.
Subscribe, bitches.
Yes, and comment. We love hearing
Yeah.
from you guys.
Love it.
I love being creating a community. It's been so awesome. Thanks for listening. Now go make Mile 20 your bitch.
Peace out.